All right, week 14 is in the books, and you know what time it is. It's time for Danny's Corner, and that's me. So, look, listen, I ain't going to spend too much time on the intro because I never do. I'm going to get right into it, okay? The game-winning drive of the week happened on Thursday. Baker Mayfield, 98 yards. With a minute 45 and no timeouts. I've always thought Baker could play a little bit. Okay, not a lot, just a little bit. I thought Baker Mayfield was wronged out of Cleveland. I did not think Baker Mayfield was the biggest problem in Cleveland. Okay, I did not think that. I understand why they went after Deshaun Watson. I got it. That's damn Deshaun Watson, and I don't know, he looking a little rusty. But 2 games in 700 days, make you look a little rusty. But listen, Baker Mayfield, 98 yards in a minute 45. Now, I do have to talk about the Raiders, who I'm a big fan of, who I was a big fan of. Oakland, you were up 16-3. And Derek Carr, you threw for 11 yards in the second half. I got a coworker, he's a Raiders fan, and every day I go to him and I'm defending Derek Carr. This is getting increasingly hard. Okay, 11 of 20, 137 and 2 picks for Derek Carr. What am I supposed to say to him? Nothing. I can't say nothing to him. I can't do that. Derek, you gotta listen, bro. 11 yards in the second half. What is that? Devontae Adams, 3 catches for 71 yards. Josh Jacobs ran for 99 yards, and they didn't even run. They ran it 27 times. But I don't know what the Raiders were thinking on that last play. You run press man coverage with the game on the line, and they need a touchdown. What? Like, I don't. Like, excuse me, Josh McDaniels? Like, are you. Like, what? Like, you allowed 14 fourth quarter points. Like, Baker Mayfield was 22 of 35, 230 in the TD. Late touchdown to Van Jefferson. They couldn't run the ball because they can't run. Ben Skoranek was the leading receiver. Tutu Atwell. Excuse me? Like, what's his name? Who? That's who you got cooked by Las Vegas. I don't know what y'all going to do. This is going to be a long offseason because, I personally thought the Raiders could go to the playoffs. I personally did, but hey, look, enough talking about the damn Raiders. But hey, shout out Baker Mayfield. Okay, now look, he might have found a home in Los Angeles with Sean McVay. Okay, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what time it is. I told y'all Baker Mayfield could play. I knew Baker Mayfield could play a little bit. Okay, that was a very impressive drive, and not to mention he got there Tuesday, led a game-winning drive on Thursday. Who doing that? Huh? Who doing that? That's Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield. But let me move on to maybe the biggest frauds in the National Football League, the Minnesota Vikings. Listen, their defense is atrocious. Now look, I gotta say something. Jared Goff is hooping this season. 27-39, 333 touchdowns. Listen. Man Campbell is biting kneecaps and taking names at this point. They've won 5 of the last 6. He biting all their kneecaps off. He biting the kneecaps off. Got Jared Goff out here playing. I mean, listen. DJ Chark and Amon-Ra St. Brown and Josh Reynolds and Jamison Williams and that running back Jamal Williams, all he do is get 1-yard touchdowns. That's all he do. He run it in from 1 yard. That's all he gonna do. Jamison Williams. Jamal Williams just do that. But Jared Goff. And the defense is starting to play. Last 5 games, 20 points, giving up. Those 5 games, they won 20 points in average. And just, I cannot believe it. Dan Campbell then got this team. I was very wrong about Dan Campbell because when I heard the bite kneecaps and then I saw last season, I was like, yo, what the hell? But then, the winning streak started, when they beat, who they beat? I know they beat my Bears that second game. I forgot who they beat the first game, but now they are just playing well. In Minnesota, listen, this is why nobody believes in Kirk Cousins. They're 10-3. Okay, they are 10-3. They are not even. I'm gonna be honest. I really, honestly don't think the Vikings are better than the Eagles or the Cowboys or the San Francisco 49ers. I just really don't. Like, I know they're 10-3, but like, dog, you just got. First of all, you were 2-point away underdog. Like, you were underdogs against Detroit. I know they were at home, but still. Like, what? Vegas was telling you something. Kirk Cousins, 31 of 41, 425, 2 touchdowns. They couldn't run the ball. Dalvin Cook had 23 yards. And Justin Jefferson had the quietest 223-yard game we've ever seen. Man's 11 for 223. And they scored 23 points. The defense gave up 34. They threw on the game-clinching fourth down, they threw it to their left tackle, Penei Sewell. He caught it and dove for the first down. Minnesota, you out here getting cooked by 350-pound linemen. And you want me to take you serious? Y'all, what? You let a 300-pound tackle catch the ball and take it to get the first down on 3rd and 7. They don't respect your defense. You don't throw to a left tackle with the game on the line. Like, excuse me? Like, what is going on here? Minnesota, y'all really, look, y'all might get bounced in the first round. Because y'all are the 2 seed, y'all would play the 7. Nah, you'd play the Giants, I think. I know Seattle, yeah, you play the Giants. You'll get by the Giants. But after that, it's kind of bad. It's kind of bad. It's just bad. But let me go on to, the Ravens. They played their first game without Lamar Jackson, and and it was Tyler Huntley, and then Tyler Huntley ran a QB keeper and got a damn concussion. And Kenny Pickett also got hurt. So both quarterbacks were just hurt, and it was ugly. It was 16-14. Listen, Mitchell Trubisky came in and was god-awful. Okay, he was 22 of 30, 276, touchdown, 3 picks. Mitch, listen, I watched Mitch on some of these drops. I just have a quick question for Mitchell Trubisky. Why does he throw off of his back foot or like he fades away every time he throws the ball? Why does he do that? Like, why does he do that? Like, I don't understand. I just don't. And look, the Ravens won. They're 9-4. Lamar's going to be back. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. It's just bad. That was just a bad quarterback game. Shout out to the Ravens. Y'all got to win. But staying in the AFC North, Deshaun Watson in his second game back from 700-game suspension. Well, not 700 days. 700-day suspension. Well, not 700 days. He just didn't play the last year, but it is what it is. Deshaun Watson, 26 of 42, 276, a touchdown and a pick. Listen, they lost again. You can tell Deshaun is very rusty because, like, he is just, like, misreading coverages. He just seems like a tick slow. The Bengals won, obviously, because, Joe Burrow was 18 of 33, 239, Jamar Chase. But look, T. Higgins is who got hurt, and Tyler Boyd. But Jamar Chase, 10 for 119 and a touchdown. Joe Mixon. He was back after his injury. He was out last game. But look, the Bengals, they beat the Browns. Are there Browns fans who miss Baker Mayfield? Like, because you just seen Baker on Thursday. Do y'all miss Baker? No. Okay. Well, let me go to the Fighting Mike Whites. Another big game. This was the Jets and the Fighting Mike Whites and the Buffalo Bills. Now, Mike White got killed out there. Like, that man got to have, like, broken ribs, punctured lungs, something. Because every time I saw him drop back, he was getting tattooed. I mean, damn. Ed Oliver hitting him. Then he got other people. Boy, Mike White was in there getting killed. But his teammates love him. Because, we got Elijah Moore talking about he's something special and all that. This is the same. About 5 weeks ago, you was wanting to get traded. Now Mike White's something special. Zach Wilson, you're not getting your job back. Because they talking about Mike White in a loss like this. He was 27 of 44 for 268. and they scored 12 points. Like, and they're talking about Mike White like he's just, and Josh Allen really ain't do that much either. Like, he was 147. I know it was kind of bad. The rain was kind of bad, so I'm not trying to get too much into the passing. But they let Mike White throw the ball 47 times in the rain. Like, that's crazy. Look at how his teammates talk about him. Like, yes, to hell with they loss. They would rather lose with him than win with Zach Wilson. Yeah, Zach Wilson, you're out of there. You're out of there. Yeah, you know. I don't know what y'all gonna do with Zach Wilson. He probably gonna be, because Joe Flacco, he inactivated. They inactivated Zach Wilson. Joe Flacco is the backup. You went from the number 2 pick to inactive. Golly. Let me, it's just, I wonder what Zach Wilson is thinking. Like, imagine, like, y'all just lost, right? Y'all got, and listen to your receivers talk about the losing quarterback. Talk about there's something special. He got that dog in him. They scored 12 points. That's how much they don't like you? That's crazy. Yeah, no, you might as well go and request a trade in the offseason. I don't know who's going to trade for Zach Wilson. Because you're not getting that job back. They'll draft another quarterback and keep Mike White and Joe Flacco. But you're not getting that job back, Zach Wilson. But let me move on to the team that was 17.5-point favorites, only won by 4. I'm talking about the Dallas Cowboys. Listen, the Dallas Cowboys should have lost this damn football game. Dak Prescott was not good. 24-39, 284, and 2 picks. He threw a pick at his own 1-yard line. The Houston Texans, all y'all had to do was run the football in the end. First and goal, nothing. Second and goal, no. Third and goal, absolutely nothing. You tried 3 run plays, nothing. Okay. Then on 4th and goal, you run a spin option with Jeff Driscoll. First of all, Lovey was running a 2-quarterback system. Like, the man was putting in Davis Mills and Jeff Driscoll. Listen, this is what happens when you're 110-1. You just doing anything. You playing 2 quarterbacks, and it was working. Y'all got the turnover, and just, it's bad because Dak Prescott had to throw the ball more than 30 times. The Cowboys, y'all have a problem. You know your identity is running the football, but y'all don't want to stick to that. I don't understand why. Well, I do, because you're a $40 million quarterback. Okay, listen. I ain't gonna lie though, when he threw that pick, man, I was ready to talk so much ish about the Dallas Cowboys. Because I sure thought they was running the ball in. I'm like, Lovey, you just need to run the ball in. But damn, DeMarcus Lawrence and all them boys stepped up because their defense is really good. Okay, now this is why I believe the Cowboys are overrated. Not because of their defense, because of damn Dakota Rain Prescott out here throwing picks and spraying the ball all over the place. I was ready to just go in on the Cowboys if they had lost. I was, but I can't. Y'all gotta win. You gotta find your identity, Dallas. Well, no, you have to accept your identity, because you know what your identity is, Dallas. It's running the football, but y'all don't want to. You want to throw the ball and prove that Dak Prescott is a guy like Patrick Mahomes or Jalen Hurts or something, because we've seen Jalen Hurts. The Titans took away the run game. He threw for 380 and 3 touchdowns. Hey, he can throw the ball. Mahomes and all them, Brady and all them. Dak is not that guy. Okay. He's okay. He's not a terrible quarterback. I think Dak is a damn good quarterback. I don't think he is top 10. I think he's like, well, on a good day. Okay, on a good day, he's like 10 to like 15. Somewhere in there. He's not no top 8, Mahomes and Brady and Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson and no, you're not that guy. But you're a damn good quarterback, okay? But look, when you throw the ball more than 35 times, it gets ugly. And you damn near lost the game for your team. I know you had a 98-yard drive against Houston. Okay, that was good. You were, that was good. You went down there and you did your thing. Okay, congratulations, Dallas. But no, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm thoroughly impressed with the Dallas Cowboys, because if Lovie Smith and Pep Hamilton could call a damn play on the 1-yard line, then maybe we'd be having a different conversation. But let me go to a team that I was thoroughly impressed with, and that would be the MVP, Jalen Hurts and his Philadelphia Eagles. Listen, 21 of 31, 217, 2 touchdowns. Miles Sanders, 17 for 144 and 2 TDs. Bro, Jalen Hurts ran for 7 times, 77 yards in a TD. Ladies and gentlemen, your MVP, Jalen Hurts. Look at him. Now, and then before I get into Jalen Hurts, the Giants started out 6-1. They're 1-4-1 in their last 6 games. So, but we're not here for that. We're here for Jalen Hurts, who putting a hurting on everybody. He's part of the hurt business. Love Hurts right now. He put and Lord Jesus, my Bears, my Chicago Bears. We got the Eagles now. Good God Almighty. Now listen, I know we're gonna lose to the Bears. I know. Let me just get this out the way, okay? Because my Bears, we didn't play this week, so I'm just gonna say that we're about to get killed by the Eagles. It might be another 48-28, because just Jalen Hurts is just on a different level right now. It's like, hey, just talking about this year, the way Jalen Hurts is playing, it's like him. And then you got Mahomes. It's like everybody else. Jalen Hurts is up here. That man is the MVP. They're going to get the 1 seed. They've already clinched their playoff spot. They're going to clinch the number 1 seed because Minnesota's not catching them. They're going to clinch the division because the Cowboys are not going to catch them. They are the best team in football, and it's not close. I don't really know what other team. Okay, maybe San Francisco, because they can, Debo, even though Debo just got hurt, we're going to get to that game right there. That was ugly for Tom and company. But, maybe Debo and them and can Brock Purdy can stay with them. But boy, the Eagles, they are a buzzsaw right now. And I don't think anybody is, and listen, and if you get in their way, they going to smack your dumb ass out the way. That's exactly what they doing. That's what they going to do. Good Lord Almighty. Good God. But let me go from one impressive win to another one. Trevor Lawrence, T-Law, listen. 30 of 42, 368, 3 touchdowns. But look, I know Trevor Lawrence was impressive. That Jaguars defense held Derrick Henry to 2 yards in the second half. This is King Henry we're talking about here. But listen, I ain't got much to say about this game, even though, Trevor Lawrence, he looking real good right now. I sure wish my quarterback could look like that. He ain't looking like that. He can't throw the ball. He ain't throwing the ball right now. It's all right, though. It's all right. But look, Kansas City, well, I said my MVP. Patrick Mahomes, you used to be my MVP until you started playing like this. You throwing 3 interceptions in the second half. I watched that game. You was up 27-7 going into the third quarter. Then you started throwing picks all over the place. Jerick McKinnon out here looked like Jamal Charles when he played the Raiders, taking screen passes up and down the field. My goodness. But then you started throwing picks. Russell Wilson started to actually look like Russell Wilson before he dove and got a concussion. Jerry Jeudy had 3 touchdown catches, all in the end zone. Damn. Ridiculous what's going on. Mahomes, look, y'all got the win. Y'all are 10-3, second seed in the AFC. Look, and I will say, Kansas City, their run game still leaves a lot to be desired, and their defense maybe still ain't the greatest. I don't know. I would look. Right now, I think the Bengals are playing a little better than Kansas City. So I think the Bengals can mess around and send Kansas City home. And Joe Shiesty, 3-0. He got 3 dubs against them folks. 3 of them. Lord Jesus. But I told y'all, and then another embarrassing game. Let me go from the GOAT of the National Football League and Tom Brady was the GOAT of the game. 34 of 55. 253, 1 touchdown, and 2 picks. He signed both interception balls after the game. So he won't shake your hand after the game, but he'll sign an interception ball. Jesus, Tom Brady. That was the worst blowout I've seen since like his rookie year. That had to be the worst since like his rookie year. The defense couldn't stop a nosebleed with a gauze pad. Tom Brady out here hitting Mike Evans in the feet. He throwing interceptions to people. But look, am I writing them off? Not completely. Their division sucks. I mean, it just sucks. And Sam Darnold and company got to win against Seattle, which keeping them in the division. So I mean, you mean to tell me we could get Sam Darnold against Tom Brady for the division week 17 or week 18? I think the Panthers do play the Buccaneers week 18, and that could be the division game. But anyway, back to the 49ers. Good Lord, and Debo got hurt. We hearing that it might not be bad. So we hoping a speedy recovery for Debo. But boy, Brock Purdy. Now I'm trying to figure out all these Jimmy G people talking about, oh, Jimmy G is a big, and don't get me wrong, I give Jimmy Garoppolo credit too for some of the wins that he get because they were 9-29 when he doesn't play. But this is why people don't get as much on the Jimmy G bandwagon. You inserted a 7th round quarterback, Mr. Irrelevant. He's 2-0, and truth be told, he looked like he know what he doing in the offense. Like he 1, 2, 3. Okay, here you go. 1, 2, 3. I mean, because Christian McCaffrey, 14 carries, 119 and a touchdown. Then like what Debo and Brandon Ayuk and just catching touchdowns, McCaffrey, and it's just the Niners are the only team that probably could beat the Philadelphia Eagles if they had to, like to play them in the playoffs. Even though they have 7th round Mr. Irrelevant. The Niners, they have too many weapons. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Like they went from, but then where does this put Trey Lance, right? Because you got Jimmy G still, then you got Trey Lance. Then like, what do you do with Trey Lance? Because what if Brock Purdy leads you to a couple playoff wins? You just going, what you gonna do with Trey Lance? Because you're not moving off of Jimmy G, unless you get rid of Jimmy G. Then you're gonna start Trey Lance and keep Brock Purdy as a second. I don't know, man. But look, the Niners look ferocious right now. D'Amico Ryans in that defense, he gonna get a coaching opportunity somewhere. He should. I personally think D'Amico Ryans should be the Texans coach. Wait, didn't he work for the Texans? He played for the Texans, didn't he? Hell yeah. I think he worked for the Texans too, but look, hire that man, Houston. But they probably want to get Josh McCown. But anyway, just the Niners are just a team to be reckoned with. And lastly, the social media quarterback Justin Herbert played Tua turn Tagovailoa, turn the ball over, whatever you want to call it. And boy, when I tell you Justin Herbert, 39 of 51, 367 in a TD. Boy, can we please end the Tua and Justin Herbert debate? This is why I've always thought Justin Herbert was better than Tua. The Chargers defense was without 6 starters. 6. And Tua going into halftime was 3 of 14. Tua, what are we supposed to do with that? That is atrocious. I don't understand what exactly. Like, I understand Tyreek Hill was kind of gimpy and all that. Other than that 57-yard fumble scoop and scored Tyreek Hill, whatever that was, Teron Armstead batted the ball to Tyreek and he took off. Other than that, like, Tua was awful. And Mike Williams was back mossing people for the Chargers. Justin Herbert was rolling right, throwing all the way back to the left, putting it on the money, putting it in the bread basket. All you got to do is reach your hands out. That's all you got to do. Listen, and Tua was missing everything. Like, I don't, Tua, what the hell? Listen, look, I know y'all said Tua was better than Justin Herbert. I don't believe that. I do not believe that. And now the Chargers in the playoffs, and the Miami Dolphins got to go to Buffalo, where they got all that damn snow. And you know Tua got that little noodle arm. Like, I honestly believe Tua's arm, like, I know his comp was Drew Brees. His arm might be a little worse than Drew Brees, even after the shoulder, because you know Drew Brees had that shoulder injury. Drew Brees has a stronger arm than Tua. Like, it's ridiculous. The Chargers just, good God. I mean, they put it on. I know it was 23-17, but it really shouldn't have been that close. It was without that damn fumble. Tua, Mike McDaniel, man, look, I don't know what y'all gonna do. Y'all got Buffalo next week. Y'all are not very good on the road. We've seen that. The Niners exposed y'all a little bit. The Chargers didn't expose y'all without 6 starters. They have 6 backups in there. And you had 10 completions for $145. What? Tua, that can't happen. But hey, man, listen. That was the Week 14 review courtesy of your boy. Listen, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, share, hit your boy with the Help a Brother Out special, HBO, whatever you got to do. And I'll be back next Monday when, there's more NFL games. I'm gone.